Hello, it is Rachel Bailey, and I want to let you know that although I talk about a lot of different areas of parenting, the thing that I get asked most about, both when I'm helping clients or being asked to speak at a school or something like that, is how do we get kids to listen? How do we get them to cooperate more? How do we get them to act more responsible? And although I teach lots of different strategies and tools, there's something that is underlying all of that that you really need to know. And that is that as human beings, we are wired to listen to and cooperate more with people that we believe are on our side. And the opposite is also true. We will not listen to someone, we will not cooperate with someone we feel is against us. This is actually wired into our human DNA because as humans, we are survival-based creatures. Our number one priority is to survive. And a whole long time ago, what helped us to survive was to be on the same team as people. So it got baked into our brain that we're gonna listen to and cooperate more with someone who is on our team. So most of us, when I tell parents, you will get your child to listen more, cooperate more, if you are on their team. They'll say, well, of course I'm on my child's team. The whole reason I'm telling them to do the things I'm doing is so that I can set them up for future success. It's all about, I want to do things for them. But here's what I would ask you. Does your child know that you're on the same team? And more importantly, do they sense that you are on the same team? Because within a fraction of a second, the human brain can actually determine whether someone is a friend or an enemy. Even if it's someone we like, but they're coming at us in a judgmental or attacking way, if we interpreted that, we will immediately put them into the enemy category. We're not going to listen to them. We're not going to cooperate with them. So think about it this way. Let's say you have a child who's not turning in their homework, and you say to them, you really really need to find a better way to organize yourself. You are clearly trying to be on their team. You're trying to give them suggestions that will lead to future success. But think about how they hear it when you say, you need to find a better way to organize yourself. Do they feel like you're on their team? Do they sense that you're on their team? Or do they sense that you are judging them? Because if they sense that you are judging them, they do not feel like you are on the same team. Now, here's the thing you really need to hear. Being on the same team does not mean giving your kids everything they want. It does not mean being permissive. It does not mean being sugary sweet to them all the time. What it does mean is that you treat them with respect even when you are correcting their behavior, which we have to do a lot as parents. We have to correct behavior, but you can do it in a way that demonstrates that you are on their side or on their team. So let me give you two really easy tips to think about how you can show that you are on their team. The first is to think about your tone. A curious tone shows that you are on someone's side. A judgmental tone shows that you are not. So if you're asking your child why they aren't turning in their homework so that you can help them, a curious tone would be, why do you think you're not turning in your homework? A judgmental tone would be, why aren't you turning in your homework? The same words can be said very differently. And for better or worse, I think this puts a little bit of pressure on us as parents, but for better or worse, our kids can sense by our tone within a millisecond if we are on their side or against them. The other thing that you want to do to show them that you're on their side is to assume best intent. Assume that whatever they're doing, there is a reason that they're doing it and that they are actually trying their best. Even when a child is being lazy, there's a reason that they are being lazy. If they're being mean to their sibling, instead of thinking, oh my gosh, they're being so mean to their sibling, this is absolutely unacceptable and I need to change their behavior, you're going to come at them as someone who's not on their side. Versus thinking, you know what, if he or she is being mean to their sibling, there must be going on something going on for them. When you think about it that way, when you shift how you interpret their behavior, you are going to approach them very, very differently, and they are going to sense that. So it's really important to approach them. If you want them to listen more, approach them as if you are on their side or on their team. If you want to learn more about how to motivate responsible behavior, I have a new free resource you can check out. It's at rachel-bailey.com/responsible behavior. And it will tell you why what you are doing now probably isn't working and what you can do instead to motivate better behavior from your child. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.